World, and welcome back to another Spider Oak live stream. Today I'm really excited to talk with you about CrossClave 11 and the Android security features that we have as part of this great release. Now I'll tell you up front, I'm not much of an Android person. I'm more of a Apple, iOS, Mac person. But I've really come to appreciate the Android operating system because of using Android at work for the CrossClave development. For all of you that are Apple people and are really looking forward to the time when we have CrossClave on iOS, the time is coming. Be patient. This is something that we are about 50-50 internally, where a lot of us are super excited about having iOS. The other half of the company is already on. They're Android users, so they already have a really great version of CrossClave on mobile. But it is coming for iOS users, so for those of you who are on Apple, this may not be the video for you, but the things that I talk about here, you should appreciate, just because all of these things that we have for Android in some form will also come to iOS. So let's get started. We could call this the Android security features on CrossClave 11, but really, these are the very cool things that make CrossClave on Android awesome. So a couple of different things to talk about here. And this feature set is what's in CrossClave right now. So if you are a current CrossClave user, these are all things that are available to you right now, and you can enable them as you watch this video if you'd like. So first off, Biometric Unlock. So for those of you who've been using CrossClave on mobile for a while, you will probably remember that there were some issues with the initial implementation of passcode unlock. Notably, that it didn't include biometric options. Starting with CrossClave 11, we have this. So this is my Android phone. And if I go into CrossClave, first thing you see is Unlock CrossClave. A little hard for you to see since it doesn't actually show up on the screen. But passcode unlock is a thing that you still need to set up initially, but once you've got it set up, then you'll be able to, once you've set up passcode unlock, then you won't need to use, you'll have the option to set up biometric unlock, and you won't need to use the passcode anymore. All right, the next thing that is really quite cool is adding photos and videos directly to a space in CrossClave without needing to go to the camera roll. There are several other security-focused apps like Signal that do this as well. In CrossClave 11, when you're in a space, simply go to the Files tab, and then from Files, you can go to, in fact, let me show you. Now, I'm going to admit a small problem to you. You can see this is, with CrossClave open, you don't actually get to see my screen. I forgot. This was another security feature. So even though I'm mirroring my screen to my computer, you don't actually get to see my CrossClave screen because screenshots and screencasting of CrossClave are actually disabled by default. So we're going to do some creative workarounds here. But let me go into one of my demo teams. Some of you may remember this from the last time we did a video. Here we are in Team Zebra Spider. So if I want to directly add photos and videos into a Files tab without going to the camera roll, you'll need to go into the experimental features. Now, you'll find these in the settings of CrossClave, and there are two experimental features that we have available right now. One is video conferencing, and one is the photo camera, which is kind of a silly name, but that's what it's called. So if I'm inside my space, Zebra Spider, and I want to add a photo from that is taken inside CrossClave, all I need to do is go up to down at the bottom of the screen. You can see I'm in a Files tab. Down at the bottom, you can see plus buttons. There's a camera, there's a video camera, and then there's the plus to add a file. Let's say I want to take a photo. I simply, it'll give me an acceptance dialog. So I will say that I approve this when I'm using the app. Then I click photo, and what do we get? Ah, well, there's me. So let's get a picture of me. Click. And what it will then do is it will ask if this is the photo I want to upload. Sure. Click that. And what happens next? Well, you can see my photo has uploaded into this space. And if I want to see it, I can preview the file, and there you can see the photo I just took. This photo will not show up on my camera roll, which is really a neat thing. This means on Android or on any of, in the future when we're on iOS, you'll be able to add photos and videos directly to the files part of CrossClave without ever touching the system camera roll, which means if you're in a high security situation where you don't want any digital footprints left of the videos or photos that you're taking left on the camera, on the device itself, you can take these photos and videos directly inside CrossClave. Other people who are on CrossClave can preview them directly from the Files tab, or they can open and edit them as you would normally. And this just means that your footprint inside the application is really small, which is a pretty amazing thing. The other thing that's really neat is if I open a photo or a video from CrossClave in the default Google photo viewer, what CrossClave does is it actually streams that file to the photo viewer app, and it doesn't leave a copy of it on the file system. So I can open it, view it, edit it, and save those changes all without that file ever touching the camera roll. Really pretty slick, and it's a great way that you can increase your security posture without increasing your attack surface. All right, the next thing, which is really also a very cool feature, is encrypted app data. So as you probably know, the apps on your phone have app data that sits in the app data folder. This is good. I mean, all of your apps need a place to store those temporary files, but it's bad because you don't always know what's in that app data, and the metadata and other app data that sits on your phone, if, for example, you lose your phone, or if an adversary gets physical access to your phone, even if an app has been deleted, they can still sometimes get valuable data by going into the app data itself. And so we encrypt the app data in CrossClave. This is why when you very first launch CrossClave on Android, the very first thing it asks you to do is make a passcode. Your passcode is what is used to encrypt your app data. And your biometric unlock, whether that's face or fingerprint, that is letting you have quicker access to the decryption function of the passcode. So encrypted app data at rest is a really essential thing, and it's going to get better in the next version of CrossClave. So right now, and I want to get this right, so I'm going to read to you what one of our engineers told me. Right now, files are encrypted the same way. So in CrossClave's app data on Android, files are encrypted the same way as they are in the public ledger, which means all of the system-wide encryption defaults on Android. CrossClave uses those right now. But Once our next version releases, files stored on your device will be encrypted with random keys generated on your device. Those keys are stored in a CrossClave keychain, which is encrypted by a key derived from your passcode and bound to your device, which means, with some caveats that cryptographers and security engineers care about, in order to steal CrossClave data on your device, an attacker needs to first break Android's security system and brute force your passcode on the device itself. That's really cool. It's like getting a double layer of cryptographic security for free. And that will be part of our next release. In CrossClave, this will be the middle of September when the new file experience launches. For all of you out there who are more interested in features than you are in the under the hood nuts and bolts, you're going to be excited about that release too, because not only does it give you a better interface for interacting with your files, but it also gives you subfolders, which is something that so many people have asked for a long time. So that's to look forward to in the next version of CrossClave. All right, so if you have not yet tried CrossClave, we really want to invite you to give it a go. We think this is a really great app, and if you are someone who heavily uses your Android phone to do work from, we really believe that CrossClave gives you some distinct advantages over any of the other really great mobile apps out there, like Signal. Signal is awesome. It's an app that you absolutely should be using on your Android phone. Please use Signal as much as you can, especially in lieu of sending SMS messages. But when you need to get work done, when you're working in a group, we believe that CrossClave gives you some distinct advantages over other great apps that you might use for personal use. And it's those team-centered advantages that really make CrossClave shine. So if you and your team do work from your phones, please give CrossClave a try. You can give it a try for free. Go to spideroak.com/CrossClave, and you can get your team spun up with 5 gigabytes of free storage and up to 5 users on your team. And then if you need more than that, we have affordable plans at a basic or a pro level, and we can take care of you. All right. We'll be back with another video tomorrow looking at a personal use case of CrossClave, and that's sharing photos in your family. So for now, I hope you are well. I hope you are safe, and we will connect tomorrow so we can talk more about CrossClave and how it can help you work and live better. Thanks.